Hey all you rusty freaks. Whenever Shadowfrax or other people don't do an update video, I'll do a quick budget one. I've been doing this for a while. There is a new update, missions and quality of life. There's a couple of videos you can watch at facepunch.com. Just going to read out the actual updates quickly for you. There's a new camper module. I'm sure you've seen videos of that. I know Shadowfrax has done. There's news, F1 admin UI, and they added a mission system. Improvements, added a search text box to the skin picker in the repair panel and crafting menu, added a button to enter the last entered code in the code lock. That's going to be handy if you've got a lot of doors in your base. Added an aim down sight sensitivity multiplier. It acts as a multiplier on the base sensitivity, e.g. 0.5 mouse sensitivity by 0.5 ADS sensitivity, 0.25 sensitivity while aiming. Item descriptions now scale to fit long descriptions in the crafting menu. Binoculars now fade in and out twice as fast and start at the lowest zoom setting. Can now voice chat while painting signs. Sign painting will no longer use a low resolution texture on low graphics settings. Show the total amount of an item in your inventory on item pickup pop in the bottom right screen. The planter inventory can now only be accessed by looking at the edge of the planter. Sorry, I don't know if it's going to say it later on, but also the binoculars will start at the lowest magnification. Large planters now snap to the center of the foundation. Flipped boats should now reliably flip with just one push. Looking at vehicles that have no seats left will now show as occupied instead of showing a mount option that doesn't work. There we go. Painted signs can now be picked up. Includes empty picture frames without losing their painted data. That's cool, being able to pick up a sign and then still have the painting on there. Unpainted signs can now be stacked up to 5. Painted signs have a small icon in the inventory. Clicking on them will show the painted data. Increased range of light source in painting UI so large signs aren't partially illuminated. Yeah, that's always bugged me. The sign painting UI will now remember the rotation of the last sign that was painted per session. Opening and closing doors while crawling now takes 3 seconds. Ugh. Facepunch always caves into the whining of the masses. When attempting to build too close to a monument, the error message will now display the translated name of the monument instead of can't build there. Here. Improved several placement error messages. F4 and F9 keys now longer hard-coded to screenshots. Added screenshot, take screenshot, and screenshot take blah 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 can now be bound as needed. Right-clicking scrap while a research panel is open will put the scrap in the bottom slot. Lowered volume of audio static in the background of boomboxes, speakers, etc. Lowered volume of audio static. Oh yeah. Right-clicking a pumpkin in the inventory will now move the pumpkin to the belt instead of clothing. Ceiling light can now be repaired more reliably from below. Worms and grubs will go into the inventory by default instead of the belt. I think they mean quick slots. Auto turrets now automatically self-authorize when placing, just like a TC. Added an assign to friend option on auto turrets. That's awesome. Any team members in the assigned to a friend sleeping bag auto turret UI will now appear first in the list. Great. Don't show Steam IDs on sleeping bag auto turret friend UI while in streamer mode. Human skulls being sold in vending machines will now show their name. Item search in crafting menu should now disregard accented characters when filtering. Supply drops now have small lights that activate at night. This one pisses me off more than any of the other updates on this update. I mean, this is one of the great things. The only advantages as a solo you have is doing an airdrop at night. Now, when you have an airdrop at night, it's going to be visible from miles away. Great, thanks a lot, Facepunch. Always making it harder for us solos. Admin entity.delete by now accepts multiple Steam IDs. I'm not going to read the admin stuff. Added cargo ship event command for server owners. Horses now produce dung more often. Dung yields more fertilizer. Added custom junkyard prefabs. Military tunnels. NPCs no longer respawn while players are inside the tunnels. Military tunnels. Elite crates respawn in line with AI. No more looting elite crates with no AI spawned. Added small 50 min distance, different type to roadside monuments, less strict locker placement, added copy and clear to the console UI, reduced crafting time of all modular car engine components from 30 seconds to 10 seconds. Good. Fixed garage doors blocking placement on the floor above them while open. Running a dedicated server will no longer set graphics quality 0 on clients of the same machine. Fixed issue where binding a key to nothing that was also a default key wouldn't save correctly and the binding would be lost on the next boot. Can now unbind the mouse wheel. Fixed glowing hair in player inventory preview. Fixed issue where players would get stuck in a placeholder dance when respawning if they were dancing when killed. Fixed boombox loading incorrect URL after a player leaves and then enters network range after respawn. Fixed tanker car module not getting properly disconnected from water sources. Fixed small sign stacking. Fixed elevator exploits. I think there was an elevator exploit to get inside a rock. Fixed excessive explosion force on the Chinook. Fixed cargo ship layouts breaking during server restart. Fixed paddle glow outline being flipped. Removed Gravis Island from Face Punch servers. Yeah, I don't know if it was in here, but I think you can now land the minicopter on the cargo ship without it sort of sliding along. Alright, that's all. Peace, love, and mung beans. Paxus out. Come on!